Hey everyone, Miguel here. Welcome back to the second devlog for Rysing. So in the last video, we talked briefly about my vision for Rysing, right? Where I wanted to succeed where Dominate Life has failed. Or not failed, but not quite achieved my original vision. So today we're going to be talking about one of the main features that I think will help in this mission, which are dungeons. To help us understand why they're different, let's talk about a common universal enemy that we all have and we all fight on a daily basis, right? Which is procrastination, which is the willingness to do something that we know we need to do or want to do, but being unable to start it. To-do lists, they just don't help. They just don't cut it. You know, it's like they're almost mocking you, just being there. But they don't address the real issue, which is that internal battle. This is where dungeons come in. I don't want dungeons in Rysing to simply be another project plan. I want dungeons to be an immersive and narrative experience for the user. You will have not just a simple quest, another one of those check quests. I want you to have characters. I want them to have storylines, branching dialogues, consequences for your choices. I want them to be driven by your chosen class. I want them to have personalization to help you finally achieve that goal. And to show you what I mean, let's do a simple walkthrough on the very first dungeon I've built. Now, this is a work in progress, okay? It's not the final product, but I think it will help you visualize what I want dungeons to eventually be. This is called the Scriptorium of Silent Stories, and it's a dungeon aimed at helping someone finally start that big writing project that they've been putting off. So as we can see in the video, we are doing a dungeon. Right? And a dungeon is split into multiple floors. And on each floor you have an enemy that you have to defeat by doing real world actions. So it might be you reflecting on something, you doing a project for 5 or 10 minutes, you choosing how you want to tackle a project or how you want to tackle a specific problem. You will have cutscenes where you can see characters talking. You can see the narrator describing the scene or the environment. This is all generated dynamically. Okay, it's not hard-coded. I want dungeons to be in the future user-generated, so you will be able to create your own experiences, your own characters, your own final bosses, because every dungeon, or not every dungeon, but you can choose to end a dungeon on a climax, which is the boss battle. So as you can see here, there's a lot of potential for variety, right? And this is what I want to achieve. This is my ultimate goal with dungeons. Now, this is where the long-term vision for Rysing gets really exciting, because not only because dungeons are being built from the ground up as a flexible system, right? And introspective dungeons, which is the one I'm talking about in this video, are just the first type of dungeons that I want to introduce. I want to introduce more. So for example, picture a skill learning or a skill mastery dungeon, right? Which is another unique dungeon, completely separated from the introspective dungeon, which will have a structured curriculum, for example, for you to learn an instrument. Or a challenge dungeon, where you will have a gauntlet of challenges, of real-world scenarios faced to test your discipline. This is where the system, the flexibility of the system allows for it so that each dungeon is completely unique and has completely unique mechanics. Right? You can see the potential here. And finally, this focus on deep and immersive narrative storytelling is what I truly believe will set Rysing apart. Now, this project is a massive undertaking, which is why I'm creating these devlogs to try to get feedback from you guys, the community, and trying to get your help in building this massive project. I need your support, your ideas, your feedback. So if you find this content or my vision interesting, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, join the discussions on the subreddit r/Rysing, and just let's get in touch. Let's build something together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.